Hello, my name is Mr. Patrick Bynum. So today we're working out legs. I'm going to show you some movements you can do at the gym or at home with or without weights that will help you get your kicks more powerful. Before we start any big movements or any kind of starting to add weights to anything, we're going to get the body moving, get the body warm. I like using the bicycle. So typically 5 minutes at least. You can go all the way up to 15 if you want. Really all depends on how much time you have, but you shouldn't have an excuse. I mean, 3 minutes is fine too. Just get the body moving. So there's no exact science. I mean, you can start any way you like, but I'm just gonna tell you personally some of the things you can do, some of the movements you can do that are very closely related to kicks in martial arts. So the first one here is a leg extension. You guys might be very familiar with what a front snap kick is, right? So when you're doing a front snap kick, you're chambering it, you're bringing it all the way out, and then you bring it back in. Well, those are all these muscles are being used, and those are the muscles that you use when you're doing a leg extension. Here at the gym, and in a moment I'll get into some movements you can do at home or anywhere without weights or equipment. I do want to say, whether you do 2 or 3 sets, always do 1 or 2 sets of warm-up, and obviously those don't count. So you would do 2 sets of maybe 10 repetitions, lightweight. That's my warm-up. I'm getting the motion down, right? It's kind of like martial arts with a kick. You don't just start kicking heavy and strong. You want to get the motion down right, and you want to get a feel for it first before you go all the way. Not to mention, you want to get the blood circulation going there too, right? So slowly working your way up. That's my first warm-up set. Got 1 more, and then I'll start to add more and more weight. If you noticed, I kind of held it out there. That's something that you can do on your warm-up, and it'll also help you with your kicks, your leg holds, your locking points, as we call it in martial arts. So this is called a seated leg press. And this is, again, if you're at the gym, these are typically there at every gym, even Planet Fitness. And they are very good for really for your legs. I mean, your quads, your hamstrings, but this kind of, if you look at it, if you get a side view, you're gonna see what does this kick look like? You're gonna see that it's a very similar movement to the side kick, right? Or even a front thrust kick. So these are good movements to do if you want to get your kicks stronger, more powerful. So, you know, with weight or without weight, I mean, just go anywhere between 10 to 12 reps. Again, you still want to do your 1 to 2 sets of warm-up. If you're already warm with your legs, maybe just do 1 set to get again, you always want to get the motion down, the form down. You want to have it feel good before you start to add any kind of crazy weight onto it. Then after that, you could do maybe 3 sets, 3 to 5 sets. If you're using weight, I like to kind of do about 12 repetitions and choose a weight that will not allow you to get past those 12 repetitions. All right, so far I've given you 2 that you could do at the gym to help your kicks out as a martial artist. The first one was a leg extension, mimics a lot of the front snap kick, and your seated leg press, which would help you out with your side kicks. So let me show you 2 exercises you can do without weights at home, at the park, or on top of the table at the school cafeteria. Big, essential, and major movements that you could do as a human being, but as a martial artist as well, are squats. So most people tend to want to always use their back to lift things up. And this is why, aside from everybody being stressed, nearly every American suffers from lower back stress, injury, inflammation, whatever. So reinforcing those legs, working those legs out, and quite frankly, making them not lazy, because when you don't work your muscles out, I feel like they become lazy, right? So squats is an essential movement that you could be doing, and I'm going to show you how you can do squats either with or without weights. Most important part being is we have to get the form down. If you don't have the form down, you can injure yourself. So one of the things I like to do is you can either grab a chair if you're at home. At the gym, they have this block over here. What you want to do is if there was a broomstick on your back, it would want to touch your whole back. So you wouldn't want to be overarched, and you also wouldn't want to be like the hunchback of Notre Dame either, right? So you want to kind of stay straight, and as you're straight, a lot of people tend to kind of bring their knees forward, and that's not what you want to do. What you want to do is pretend like you're going to sit down, bring your butt into the chair. So get that movement down first, you know, and like that. And one thing is you want to bring your butt back, pretend like you're sitting on a chair, and when you're coming up, you want to have your hips thrust forward, all right? And that'll come in handy a lot with your kicks and your martial arts. That is the squat. I'm going to show you really quickly how you can add some weight to it by either using a dumbbell or what they call a barbell, which is a long bar. Again, these are big movements, so you want to make sure that you're warmed up, and that even if you're warmed up, you want to start with some light weight first, or maybe even no weight at all, because these are massive, big movements. They take a lot of energy and the right form for you not to get injured. So I gave you 2 workouts you could do at the gym with weights: leg extensions and the seated press. I'm gonna give you 2 you can do at home with or without weights. So the first one was a squat, and the second one is actually gonna be a squat too. But since let's say you're at home or at the park, you don't have weights, one way you can add more resistance and add a little more fun to the exercise is by doing jump squats. So I'm gonna quickly demonstrate that, and then I'm gonna expect you to do it right away, right after you watch this video. Ready, go. Well, it's been fun, guys. Now it's Friday afternoon, and I gotta go get ready to teach some classes. It's Friday evening, 7:20. Show up to Sparring Club. Be there.